This is a place.
This is the place?
This is a place. We want to talk about. This is a place.
Thanks for listening to This is a Place podcast. My name is Brandon.
My name is Nate.
And we want to wish everyone, but especially this individual, a happy Harry Potter birthday.
Harry Potter birthday?
It is Harry Potter's birthday today. You didn't know that?
Oh my, wait a minute. Hold on. Harry Potter is my age?
Is he?
Well, according to this internet, this one says Harry Potter's birthday is July 31st, 1980,
What?
according to the Harry Potter books.
Mm.
Crap. You know I don't read, so I didn't know that.
Well, it never, I don't remember it specifically stating 1980 in the books.
There's another spot that says July 31st, 1980, so it has to be true, dude.
You are the same age as Harry Potter,
I'm 6 months older than Harry Potter.
and you didn't get to go to Hogwarts. You could have been Harry Potter.
I think it was, yeah, that's what it was. Crazy.
Crazy.
What are the odds?
I don't know.
You know what's crazy too?
What's that?
In between appointments and stuff, if I have time to kill and I have nowhere to go, because it seems dumb to like drive home, then turn around, drive back out to an area, I'll hit up like thrift shops. Deal hunt. This last week, I picked up a tank top that says 9 3/4. Is that what it is?
Oh, look at you.
Yeah. So I can start wearing that for pickleball. And then I also picked up some Harry Potter like pajama pants. They're like what do you call it? The striped yellow and red or
The
whatever.
Gryffindor colors.
Is that what they are?
Mhm.
So, which is crazy. But when I came home with the tank top and I showed my daughter, she's like, woo, because she's a Harry Potter fan. When I came home a few days later with the pants, she's like, what are those? I'm like, are you serious? Like, I recognize them on the cart or what do you call it? On the hanger. So I went to go look at the price and I'm like, the price is right. I'm going to buy these.
Right.
So I bought 2 Harry Potter things for myself this last week.
You have more
So in
Harry
theory,
Potter
I could
merch than
wear
I
them.
do
Probably now.
because I have
I
zero.
think I'm like
So
I'm thinking of like the 3 things. I think I have a shirt and tank top and now the pajama pants.
I have a
So
puzzle. Okay, we got a puzzle. My daughter has a costume, a wizard robes costume, and a wand. So I guess in my household we have at least 3. Oh, my wife also has a spell book, so I guess 4. But I don't have any Harry Potter things that I wear. I don't have a 9 3/4 shirt or anything like that. So you're a bigger fan than me, obviously.
I'm basically a Harry Potter fanatic right now. And now that I know it was his birthday, I shall be wearing those two
You
items
should change
today.
your name to Nathaniel Potter. I know your name's
Yeah,
not Nathaniel, but it just sounds more British.
it does. I'll take it. Go
I
ahead, quiz
also
me. Anything Harry Potter, I'll
anything up to movie 3, right? Which
I'll ace it.
you'll ace it. I want to give one more quick shout out. This is yesterday, but it's both my brother and dad's birthday yesterday, the 30th. So I didn't know they were so close to Harry Potter's birthday.
They barely missed it.
Barely missed it.
That must mean they're part of the other team, other house.
Oh yeah? Well, there's 4. Which other I'm assuming you're talking about the bad one.
I think they're part of the Millennium Falcon house.
Oh boy. It's gonna be a good day.
They're part
If
of
you
the
haven't
Stormtrooper house.
if you haven't guessed already, we're talking about Harry Potter today. This is episode 3 in
Well,
our what?
I said we have to. Like, even if we weren't doing the Harry Potter special,
It's Harry Potter's birthday.
we have to. So
And now we're obligated to do all 8 movies, right? So 3 down.
there's there's 8 movies.
Yeah, yeah, you're in it now. Not even
Oh man,
halfway.
I'm not even halfway through yet. Wow.
No. No, you're close. Before we do that, we need to give a shout out to our friends at Soft Touch Smiles. I was very, very conscious of my teeth in junior high. They fixed up my teeth, but guess what? When they took off my braces, my teeth were not that pretty. They were a little yellow, and I had to go through and do some teeth whitening to polish them up a bit. But what I did was I got some of those trays you have to put in like in at night. You have to put something on them every night, put them in your mouth. Your mouth in the morning, you wake up, it tastes terrible, so bad. I got white teeth, but it was not a fun process. You don't have to deal with any of that if you use our friends at Soft Touch Smiles.
And that alone is worth it.
For a limited time, if you use our code, this is a place 50 at checkout, or if you call them or use their website, you can take advantage of a $50 off. What would normally be $199, you can get that dazzling smile for $149 at any one of their locations between Ogden and Orem. They're a great company. They've got all the good stars on the Googles across all 6 locations. They use organic plant-based products in the whitening. You're not going to have to worry about putting trays in at night. You just get what you want in that nice clean smile and you're good to go. So don't wait. Make sure you book your appointment at softtouchteethwhitening.com or call 801-793-9953 and get that appointment scheduled.
Today.
Today. What better way to celebrate Harry Potter's birthday than by treating yourself to a gift?
To a nice, bright smile. Because you know, I smile the whole time I'm watching Harry Potter movies.
Let's talk about that, Nate. You love Harry Potter. You are a Harry Potter super fan at this point. What were your thoughts now that you have seen what some would say the turning point for the franchise in seeing Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban?
Repeat the question.
Did you love Harry Potter number 3, my friend?
Oh my goodness. Like, edge of your seat. It wasn't, it was like a whole brand new movie. Like, it didn't like follow the same storyline as the last two at all. Like, I was like, is this still Harry Potter?
Shut up.
It was so unpredictable. Didn't know what was going to happen next.
Because of your time travel background with movies like Back to the Future, which we talked about recently,
Mhm.
you did see a
Mhm.
little bit of it coming, right?
Oh no, it was total shock. Oh boy. Um, I'll tell you what though. I do like the fact that it's all set up. We know what's going on. So it can just like the movie can just start rather than give
Background.
a bunch of background stuff. So I'm hoping that it just keeps getting better. I'll admit, I think the third one was better than the last two,
Okay.
a smidge better,
But
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 I
for you,
still,
that's not saying much.
that's not saying much. I still caught myself just like daydreaming in the middle of the movie, but that's why I always have to watch it with my wife and daughter so that I don't have to rewind it. I can say, what just happened so that I don't feel lost, even though is there really a whole lot to get lost in with Harry Potter? See what
It
happens.
it does get more so. I'm telling you, it gets a little more confusing. You have to be a little more involved going forward. Let's give a quick synopsis. So, Harry Potter and the Prison of Azkaban. Harry Potter's third year at Hogwarts starts off badly when he learns deranged killer Sirius Black has escaped from Azkaban prison and is bent on murdering the teenage wizard, while Hermione's cat torments Ron's sickly rat, causing a rift among the trio. A swarm of nasty Dementors is sent to protect the school from Black. The mysterious new teacher helps Harry learn to defend himself. But what is his secret tie to Sirius Black? So you didn't see there was no surprises for you in this movie, huh?
It wasn't like jaw-dropping surprise.
Okay.
And you always are aware that there's going to be some sort of twist or misdirection.
What do you think of what about the rat? That was kind of cool, right? You didn't see that coming.
Yeah, and doesn't that guy play uh Squirrel in Enchanted as well?
Yeah, yeah, he does.
So he's good at playing the rodents.
He
Good for
is good
him.
playing rodents. Maybe that's why they put him in Enchanted.
Maybe. But you didn't start off at the beginning when he makes his is it his aunt or who does he make blow up like a balloon and she floats away? That's kind of a
Um,
famous scene, right?
yeah, what is her name? Large Marge.
I still think it's interesting how his guardians, I guess is what you'd call them, right? How they're still kind of a jerk to him, even though he can destroy them if he wanted to.
Yeah. Yeah, they're jerks, pretty much.
Them big jerks. And I think this is where,
It is Marge, her name. Marge is
okay,
Vernon's sister, so I guess his
sister, would it still be his aunt at that
I guess
point?
it wouldn't would it technically it wouldn't be his aunt because it's his uncle's aunt.
His
What
uncle's aunt or sister?
oh yeah, his uncle's sister. So like it wouldn't be his
It
aunt,
is,
right?
it would be his aunt, depending if it's our aunt-in-law, depending on who's the blood relative to him.
Well, it's his aunt is his blood relative. So his uncle's
So
sister wouldn't really have a
it would be his in-law,
his
sister-in-law,
yes,
or
his
aunt-in-law, I
aunt-in-law.
guess you'd call it that.
Do you
Not a real big relation. Yeah, you're right.
yeah, but still, he
But
shouldn't have blown her up and sent her
yeah, he
flying in the
blows her
sky.
up. She floats away, and that gets him to basically run away, right? And I think that's where you get introduced to the famous double-decker bus,
Yes,
right? Um,
with the Jamaican head.
hmm So that was fun. Now
Yeah,
that
it was a
makes
fun
sense why
scene.
that bus is there. I mean, I've seen that bus before, and I know it's has to do with Harry Potter, but I didn't realize why
Now you know.
till now. Now I know. So I'm next time I go to Harry Potter Land, I will understand a little bit more.
Your world is being opened up to all these references you never got before, isn't it? You're finally understanding.
Kind of, I guess. It did not bug me one bit going to Harry Potter World and not really knowing the references. It didn't take much to really kind of understand.
You're gonna be like a little kid in a candy store the next time you go.
Maybe. Well, we'll see. My daughter was that way.
A
She
little
was
kid in Honeydukes. Get it?
no.
You,
If they had Cobra Kai Land, oh heck yeah, I would be head over heels and just dig in it. But they don't. They don't have that.
I'm not gonna lie, Cobra Kai Land sounds kind of boring.
Yeah, what really would it be, right?
Yeah. Hi, it's a dojo.
The dojo.
Hi, I'm in a dojo.
And here's the stadium where they had their All Valley tournament, something like that. Here's the gi that he wore.
So we're introduced to Dementors finally. What do you think of the Dementors?
Oh, right. Yeah, why all of a sudden are they relevant?
What was the worst
Where
thing
they've
about
been
prison, Mike?
the Dementors.
Yeah, they've got the Dementors making their debut to protect everyone from the escaped. Um, who escapes? Just Sirius Black? Is he the only one that escapes? Yes, he's the only one that escapes. Sorry, foreshadowing. Or maybe in the future, someone else will escape from Azkaban. I don't know.
Oh,
We get introduced to the Hippogriff, Buckbeak, right? Pretty cool creature. Be a lot of fun to fly around on one of those bad boys.
oh, right. Okay. Okay. Yes.
Um, yeah, we got strange things going on at Hogwarts, which again, not what has happened in the previous two movies. right?
I guess so.
The Dementors ruin a Quidditch match, make Harry fall off, and he loses his broomstick in the Whomping Willow. And what does he do that gets him, I guess not expelled, but makes it so he can't go to Hogsmeade? Oh, it's
Because he
because
doesn't
his guardians wouldn't
waiver.
sign the waiver, right?
Yeah. And then he asked what's her name to sign it for him. She said no.
Who was he asking? McGonagall?
The one of the leaders of Hogwarts, the lady,
Yeah. Yeah,
witch
she wouldn't sign
lady.
it for him.
But then doesn't he just put on the invisible cloak
Well,
and
you're missing a
goes
very
in?
crucial piece. He gets the map, right?
Oh, right.
The
Finds out
map
about the
of
map.
Hogwarts that shows you where people are, who's moving. That's where we learn Peter Pettigrew is sneaking around Hogwarts, apparently.
I have the same map on my phone.
You have the same map on your phone?
Yeah, I can tell exactly where you're at right now.
Your Marauder's map, so to say. Makes it to Hogsmeade, gets to hang out there with the boys and Hermione. And he's got as typical, one of the tropes of Harry Potter is every year there's a new defense against the dark arts teacher. This year it is a strange character named Lupin. Lupin's he's a fan favorite. What do you think of Lupin?
Which one's Lupin?
The skinny guy, the teacher, the werewolf.
Oh, right. Yeah, the one who says like the face your fears one,
Yeah, I
and
think
then
so.
how'd you face your fear? Yeah, yeah. You didn't know. Is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy?
Right. What was he? What was he, Nate?
He was a teacher.
So a bad guy.
Just because he's a bad guy does not mean he's a bad guy. Well, you think they make you believe for a hot minute that he's bad, right? And then he actually is good.
Right. Him and Peter Pettigrew and Sirius all have the ability to transform into something else, right? Except in I
Right.
think Lupin's case, it's not on purpose. It's when there's a full moon, since he's a werewolf.
Oh, that's right. Hmm.
But Sirius turns into a dog, and Peter Pettigrew turns into a rat. His Peter Pettigrew ends up being Scabbers, Ron's rat, and faked his death. But Peter Pettigrew, who's been hanging out with Ron this whole time, been right next to Harry, it's been a bad guy all along.
So he knows all everything that's going
He
on.
knows it all. So he framed Black, who got sent to prison because of Harry's parents, but it really was Peter Pettigrew all along, who's the minion of Lord Voldemort, and escapes. But we're introduced to Black, who ends up being Harry's godfather, I guess. So he finally has somebody. He finally has someone other than his neglectful um, uncle and aunt.
Guardian. Yeah. And he's all excited to go to a remote place with this guy, right?
Right. He's kind of like his Christopher Lloyd, his Doc Brown character.
Yeah. And it didn't sound creepy at all. Like the way he explains he's gonna go hang out in this remote part of the world and hang out with this guy.
Not creepy.
Didn't that sound creepy at all?
You've been tainted by our world, Nate.
Yes.
This was the
Back 40 years,
1980s. Things
back
were different.
40 years ago. Here's I've only seen maybe an episode and a half of Bluey,
Okay.
but the one episode I saw was when Bluey's explaining how he met his wife. Is Bluey's the dad or who's Bluey? Anyways,
Bluey's the oldest daughter.
okay.
Bandit
So the
is the
dad,
dad.
who is
Bandit.
Bandit? Okay, so the
Bandit
parents were
and
explaining
Chili
how
are
they
the
met.
parents.
So I don't know if it was the mom or the dad explain, but like one of them is like wandering through the park all by themselves, and the Bluey goes, "All by yourself? Without like supervision?" And he or she goes, "It was the 80s. It was a different time."
Yeah. Right.
Uh, so it's funny, but that's what you're referring to as it was the 80s. It was different.
It was a different time. If someone came up to you and said, I was really good friends with your dead dad, you're gonna trust that person. You're gonna be like, all right, you're my new dad.
That's it. You're my new dad now.
You're my new dad. But to be fair, could it really be worse than his aunt and uncle? You know?
All right.
Could it be much worse? He lives under the freaking stairs in a cupboard, in a closet. So can't blame him being a little too trusting of this new character that's appeared. So we figure out, as I mentioned, we got some time travel going on. Hermione finds this time traveler so that she can take more classes because, of course, that's what everybody would do if they had the opportunity. Time travel so you can take more classes. But they use that to save Buckbeak from being executed, which is an important thing. Didn't want Buckbeak to go away, right?
All right.
And they fight Peter Pettigrew, right? In the what's that place called? The Creeping Shack or something? Shrieking Shack?
Don't remember.
It's been a minute since I've seen this one, but basically, yeah, they free Black, who then gets away on Buckbeak, both safe. He's a fugitive without being proof of innocence, so he's still on the lam. And since Lupin is revealed as a werewolf, his time ends. And then it finishes with Harry's new parent, his godfather, sending him a firebolt to replace his ruined broomstick. So that's how he knew it was real. That's how he knew it was his real true guardian. I mean, people like this one. It's not my favorite of all of them, to be frank with you. I don't know why it hasn't been my favorite. It's a good one, but I really think that from here things start to pick up and you're gonna really see the series take off. Nate, really anxious to see you watch the fourth movie.
To be honest with you, like the first two drug on, they were rough. This one wasn't as bad. So I was actually kind of like, maybe we should watch the fourth one. But I'm like, wait, I need to talk about the third one first so that I don't mix any of the information and give false information for those who haven't watched the series yet
Yeah,
and are
but
using
you
this as their way to explore Harry Potter.
you can see the progression, right? You're finally seeing what I've been telling you. You start with the world building in one and two. You got to establish the story, got to get acquainted with the characters. And then as you go,
A short 6 hours later, you're ready to go.
6 hours.
I don't know how long
Yes.
movies are.
You build up and then the movies get better, the production gets better, the story gets better. I mean, think about it. Even the story, the books. I mean, these were her first couple books. They weren't going to be that great, but she got better at writing them. And we have a better product as the stories go on. And even you've heard this that the first couple books weren't as dark because it was for her kids who she was writing for, who
Yeah.
were young at the time.
So as they grew up, the stories get a little bit more intense to keep their attention, right?
Yeah. And it does get more intense.
Yeah. A little scared.
It does get a little scary. Couple things you need to remember. So Marauders map that makes more appearances in the movies going forward. The Patronus is very important. That's the spell that is produced to get rid of the Dementors. The what's Harry's a stag. It's kind of like, yeah, like a deer. Like, yeah, I think it's a stag. So that gets used a lot because the Dementors would definitely make a comeback. They come around. They'll be back. But yeah, it's the story progresses. Anything else that stuck out to you from this movie that you liked or disliked or were shaking your head at? I know you're taking notes. Where are your notes?
They're all right here. No, no, I think you nailed it on the head. It was similar to the first two movies, but a little different. Moved a little faster. Set up some more of the storyline so that it can just keep getting better and better. Is all I'm hoping for. And we learned that they can now time travel. That seems interesting.
I don't think
Or
they
they
use
not
that
time travel
much going
after
forward. They probably
it
should.
was just.
I don't think they do.
And then you get the Twilight. What do you call it? Likeness of Twilight because of werewolves and things of that nature.
Mm, I don't think we get
And
vampires. We do get werewolves, but we don't get
we got
vampires.
werewolves, no vampires, but kind of. Isn't the bad guy kind of look like a vampire?
Which guy?
Voldemort. What's his name? Voldemort? Is that his name?
Voldemort? Yeah, he's
Voldemort.
vampire-esque.
Yeah, he looks like a vampire from what I've seen.
Maybe
So,
even more than you
yeah,
realize.
maybe. But it just seems weird that the first movie, they like make a big deal of everybody's first year at Hogwarts, but then they don't ever touch on the new people coming in at all. There's no like, welcome to Hogwarts. Like that's done with. It's like everybody is now, there's no more new people coming in anymore, I guess.
I mean, it's happening, and I think it happens more in the books. But
Uh,
for people like us, we don't. When we're watching the movie, we don't care to see all the newbies come in.
yeah, it just seemed weird. There wasn't any like mentioning of like the newbies or anything like that. There's no harassing the newbies or
We did in the
so
second
yeah,
one,
it's
right?
just
That's when Ron's sister comes. There's
maybe
that fanboy of Harry who's wanting to take the pictures. He comes in.
okay.
But I see
You
your point.
remember more
Yeah,
than I
you
do.
you you kind of miss out on those. You don't get to see the big feasts as much, like the Halloween feast. I guess Christmas is when they get to go to Hogsmeade, right? That's when they first go and visit.
I don't know.
When you went to Harry Potter Land, did you try some butterbeer?
I did.
What'd you think?
It just tasted like cream soda with whipped cream on it.
All right.
Nothing too fancy.
I mean, that's probably one of the more important things that came out of three was the introduction of that drink, right? That's one of the things people love to go to Harry Potter Land to try.
Yeah, that is for sure. They probably make a killing off of that.
I'm not a big butterscotch guy myself, so not my first choice, but still pretty cool. I'd like to
You
try
rather
some of
just
the
have a
other
reg
things.
you should rather have a regular beer.
Rather have a regular beer. Yeah, same.
Costs the same anyways.
I'd rather try some pumpkin juice. Where's this pumpkin juice they keep talking about?
Pumpkin juice?
Yeah,
Don't know what you're talking about.
they talk a lot about pumpkin juice in Harry Potter. That's another thing they drink. But I
Really?
I haven't seen that yet. I'd love to.
Huh.
You know how I love the pumpkin spice drinks and the flavors of the season. I'm all for where that. So I'd rather have that over butterbeer personally.
That's just right around the corner, man. We're just like weeks away.
But yeah, it is the spooky season is upon us as we end July. Great time for us to continue talking about Harry Potter. So Nate's gonna have to keep watching the movies.
And that I will.
You excited for the next one then?
I think so. I'm like it's kind of like when you sit down and you're like, there's nothing to watch on TV. And I keep thinking, well, let's turn on Harry Potter. And I keep saying, whoa, got to record this episode first. So I think I'll get the fourth one done quicker than I've done the other ones.
I'm excited to hear because again, I think it's a turning point. I don't want to hype it up too much, but four is a turning point in the series. I
Yes.
think you'll enjoy it. So I'm eager to have you watch it and for us to talk about it.
And I'll be halfway done.
You'll be halfway there.
So
You need to
August,
hurry actually because I think they're bringing all the movies to theaters this coming up soon.
I think they did one or two at Regal recently,
So you should
and I'd
probably
already watched them.
hurry because how epic would it be to see the final one in theater together?
Oh yeah, it's different. The shows are definitely different when you see them in theaters. I mean, we went and saw Twisters, and we saw it in the RPX theater, which I think even that enhanced it even more, having like the seats that vibrate and the big loud noises and big screen. I just wish, is there a 4DX theater in the county?
We've got the what is it, D box?
I don't think that's the same thing.
Yeah, I don't think it
Like
is.
the 4D one has like you've seen, they have like they'll spray water on you and pump scents in and stuff like that. From the videos I've seen. But I just don't know if anybody knows of a 4DX theater relatively close by. Like I want to give it a whirl, especially right now if they're still showing Twisters in that theater. That would
That'd
be
be a
cool
cool
to
one to
go see
see.
that.
Yeah.
Um, like you don't need like we saw Deadpool in the RPX, and I don't think it mattered seeing that in RPX or just a regular theater screen.
Yeah.
But Twisters, on the other hand, would be really cool to see.
Harry Potter would be a cool one too.
And Harry Potter, yeah, because did they make you like fly around on the 40X? Did they?
Yeah. Here's the timeline. So you're gonna have to be really quick if you want to get to this in time. Because Cinemark is doing it August 25th to the September 1st. Megaplex
What?
is the 29th of August to September 30th. So you have to finish all the movies before the end of September if you want to do it in time.
They're doing it like within a couple weeks. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's about a month out, right? But yeah,
True. I
it's
was
coming.
thinking like more towards November, December,
It's
but
coming quick, man.
I wonder if why Regal's not doing it. 'Cause they usually, well, maybe they are doing it. They just haven't started promoting it yet.
Yeah. So get on that. Get on those movies, man. You're gonna have to. And even if we don't release them all, it'd be more fun for us to go be able to see the last one in theaters and then talk about it here. Let us know what you think of the Prisoner of Azkaban. What you think the turning point is going to be for Nate when he finally embraces that he loves Harry Potter and stops faking it. And stay tuned for the next one.
Maybe this is the one, and maybe I will like just want to blast through them.
You're gonna have to if you
Who
want to go
knows?
see the final installment in theaters. We have probably about a month and a half. Got to get it done.
We get it done. I think that's Harry Potter's wish is that I get him done for his birthday.
It's his birthday wish.
It's his birthday wish, even though he's a wizard. How does that work? Do wizards still do birthday wishes?
It comes true for a wizard. If they make a wish, it comes true even if you tell somebody your wish.
Right. That makes sense.
Thanks for listening to This Is a Place podcast.
And this was a movie we just talked about.